what might be the implications for Iran's statements of no mercy towards Israel? What does this mean for the stability of the region?
Thanks for having me, and greetings to you and your viewers. Iran, as President Trump imposes the full surrender demands in order to enter a new round of negotiation and to give up voluntarily on the Iranian nuclear program. Therefore, Khamenei categorically rejected to abandon anything by saying that we are a people of the history and we would resume the war or never surrender. That would affirm that the region will be facing more escalation if the retaliatory strikes continued, unless intervened by some mediators to resume the negotiation.
Okay, so, sir, what are the strategic goals that are driving Israel's operation called Rising Lion and its airstrikes aimed at Iran? What do they aim to achieve?
The Israeli scheme that was planned throughout 20 years ago to get rid of the Iranian nuclear program, and I think that the goal isn't related to the nuclear program or the Iranian regime, but it is the flood operation on October the 7th. As Iran had managed through which to convey a message towards Israel. Israel since then shouldered its responsibility to eliminate Iran's arms and proxies in the region, and also the Israelis decided to get rid of or captivate the head of the Iranian regime. I think that the Israeli goals truly, the last Friday was a very decisive and violent strike against the Iranian regime, but Iran had managed to contain the strike despite the assassination of the nuclear scientists along with the leaders of the IRGC, and managed to retaliate by the airstrike towards Tel Aviv.
So, sir, now the rhetoric of Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, how does this shape the public opinion and influence the military action within the country?
The supreme leader, through his rhetoric, is trying to calm the Iranian people. As you know, there is a psychological warfare launched by Israel against Iran. As Benjamin Netanyahu says that I am on the course of victory and I'm very inspired to eliminate the Iranian regime, but it is clearly that the Iranian people is solid, united, standing behind the armed forces for defending its territories and never surrender to Netanyahu's rhetoric by calling the Iranian people is trying to or to mobilize its people against the supreme leader. But such a psychological war never prevailed up till this now, despite the Iranian capital was damaged by great strikes by Israel.
So how does the deployment of the Fateh ballistic missile showcase Iran's progress when it comes to military technology?
Iran is producing ballistic missile program for a long time, collaborated by Russia, China, and North Korea. Fatah ballistic missile is hypersonic, that its speed reaches to 10 Mach, and and its length of 12 meters, and it has it can carry 1,500 weight of warheads, and such a missile is in a very speed that cannot be intercepted, and it has an ability of maneuverability. And we've seen this, that the land air defenses never managed to intercept such a missile. And it is a great challenge for Israel to intercept, and that was manifested by the great damages hit by Tel Aviv, despite the rate of the missiles was diminished compared to the first day of the strikes.